And we're back. It's Monday morning. Good morning from the office. I am BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. You're watching FYNTV.com. It's that simple. Tell your friends. FYNTV.com. It is cold outside. Maybe you are still snowed in. Some of the side roads are still snow covered. They are not clear. The temperatures have not allowed them to melt. You know what they say? What's that old expression where the sun don't shine, right, Cole? Cole and I made it in here this morning. Cole's been out sleigh riding all weekend. Right, Cole?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, sleigh riding all weekend. So what did you do this weekend while you were snowed in, and maybe you still are? Good morning from the office. Thank God these people did not win the election. Thank God. You know, Cheese Pizza Podesta, say that 3 times fast. That's his new name. Cheese Pizza Podesta. His password was password. His password was password, right? Folks, he would have been probably the head of the transition team. These are the people that they would have been giving the intel briefing to. So the password, oh my God, thank God these people did not win the election, and the media is making sure that they divert your attention completely away from the fact that the intel report does not, the intel report at no time says that the emails are false or doctored. Who said they were doctored? Oh, that was purple-haired Brazil. What happened? Donna Brazil. Thank God these people did not get elected. Now, tonight we have Alabama, Clemson, right? You got your ACC and your SEC, right? Is that what it's called, or SEC? Mm-hmm. Did I get it correct, Cole? Yeah. Just double checking, all right? And I don't want to get anything wrong where this is concerned. Alabama, Clemson, what say you? 706-889-9700. Text me your winner. Who do you think will win? And or chief@fetchernews.com. I'm enjoying white actor privilege this morning. That's what Meryl Streep said last night. It's just great. It's a privilege to be an actor. I do not care about the Golden Globes. Absolutely do not care. Absolutely do not care about the Golden Globes. But I will, if I am being broadcast, if this show is being broadcast on a TV, then I may be an actor. And I may be enjoying white privilege at the same time. Interesting. Okay. Hostile foreign actors don't mean the people at the Golden Globes, even though they are hostile and some of them are foreign. Hostile foreign actors did access Hillary's account on her personal server. How many of you are listening to any news this morning, fake news, and you are hearing that the FBI quietly releases 300 pages of Hillary Clinton's, hold on here, quit texting me with this, make sure, okay. Oh, thank you. Of 300 pages of Hillary Clinton's investigation records. Are you hearing that anywhere? You have Fannin, Gilmer, and Pickens schools are closed. And I got to note that the Fannin government is on a 2-hour delay. Now, I'm not for sure about the Pickens courthouse or the Gilmer courthouse, but Fannin, Gilmer, and Pickens schools are closed. Fannin government on a 2-hour delay. Gilmer grand jury following school closure. I don't know. Oh, okay. If you're on the grand jury, that follows a school closure. So if school's closed, the grand jury's off too, I guess. I'm not for sure. FBI quietly releases 300 pages of Hillary Clinton investigation records. The FBI quietly released nearly 300 pages of records from its investigation of Hillary Clinton's private email server Sunday night. This is the fifth release of Clinton's investigative records from the FBI. The documents deal with the handling of the computer hardware collected from Clinton's lawyers for the investigation and also contains emails from FBI officials discussing the classification of Clinton's emails. The FBI has previously released notes from interviews it conducted during the investigation of Clinton's handling of classified information. The FBI Director James Comey declined to recommend that Clinton be charged. Also, Loretta Lynch took that advice. Now, they were not able to determine, all right? They were not able to determine if a foreign, okay, if someone had hacked Hillary Clinton's email server. But this latest dump shows, okay, this latest dump shows that the email server was hacked, okay? This is the dump here that came Sunday night. The latest dump says the email server was hacked. Now, Russia did it. The intel community, the media is upset that Donald Trump has taken the intel community to task. But here's what I'm looking at on the intel community releasing their information, what the government's doing in the propaganda. And I don't mean RT TV, okay? Russia Today, all right? We're going to get into all of this. RT TV, Russia Today. I'm talking about our own propaganda groups, you know, like NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, list goes on. Folks, I'm concerned the Russian hack is propaganda that we now need to protect you. Our government, since, well, not just since 9/11, 2001, our government has, to me, possibly manipulated some things, which could be lie or make the information look a certain way, so that protecting us, we will accept it. We will gladly take all the protection we can get from those pesky Russians. Now, are the Russians our enemies? Are the Chinese? You and I know only of what our government tells us, but with this thing called the internet, we are possibly able to search worldwide and find out more information. So this, to me, is the next step. The internet, if we just did not have all this possible hacking into our computers, and the only way to prevent that is to protect us, and that's what they plan to do with this report. That's my thought. Okay, before we get really going today, don't believe the lies about Republicans, not all Republicans, but don't believe the lies that Democrats are putting out there this week that the Republicans plan to repeal but do not have a replacement plan. This is something that they want to lead you to believe that the Republicans are going to repeal it. I've seen Cory Booker on a show, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker on a show yesterday, saying that what are they going to replace it with? They have nothing. Folks, Tom Price, Dr. Tom Price, from that is going to be the Health and Human Services Director, okay, Secretary of Health and Human Services. The Republicans have had a health care plan for several years. So they are going to repeal, and you heard Congressman Doug Collins tell us that on the show a week ago. They are going to repeal this plan, Obamacare, all right, this disaster that was a lie all along, and they are ready to put something in place. So don't believe the media lie that they repeal and replace. They're going to repeal it, and that, oh my God, 20 million Americans are going to lose health insurance. Don't believe the lie that the media is trying to sell you. Now, this morning I'm wearing, let me, before we get going too far, I'm wearing my hat, my jacket. Now, when you leave the house in this kind of weather, be prepared for anything. Now, if you have ever been stuck in the middle of nowhere with freezing temperatures, in a car that broke down at about 2 o'clock in the morning in an area where nobody comes and checks out till shift change of the state patrol at 6 a.m., you'll learn that when you leave the house in these kind of temperatures, you dress appropriately. So dress appropriately, put your hat on, put extra clothing on, be warm out there today. I still say, we had a bus stop. Now let me go back, let me go in the Wayback Machine. When it was winter, we had a bus stop, and the bus stop, there was probably about 10 if not more kids at the bus stop, all right? And we had to walk to get to the bus stop, and there was 10 or more kids, and you had to be there for about 15 minutes because you never knew exactly when this bus would run in the wintertime. And I always swear that wind chill factor, okay, we never heard anything about wind chill factor. I mean, it was either 28 degrees, 27 degrees, 19 degrees, but now when we get the weather reports, we get the wind chill factor, okay? It could be 21 out there, 22, wind chill is 7 or 8. And I always think it's the kid at my bus stop when we were little that actually promoted wind chill factor. He's probably a meteorologist somewhere, because this kid stood there for 15 minutes and say, man, it feels like it's 5 below. I don't care what they say. It could be 22. It feels like it's 5 below. So I think that's where they got the wind chill factor. Very cold out there. Cole was prepared, right, Cole?
Yep.
Were you able to get in and out anywhere this weekend, or just sleigh riding?
Sleigh riding, and then I was able to get out a little bit yesterday.
A little bit?
And then there are certain parts today I had to swerve around the road and dodge ice.
You had to swerve and do some dodging today?
Yeah, there's a spot on my driveway where if you come around the corner, but you gotta take a good speed, but if you go slow, you're gonna slide and spin.
Folks, there's two major places, really. Overpasses, some of the overpasses may still have ice, and blind turns that where, the sun, you cannot see around the turn on some of these side roads, and maybe the elevation, a little melting took place and it made a pocket of ice. Just be extra careful out there. Cole, the clowns are headed into Washington, D.C., because we're getting ready for the confirmation hearings. Do we have that car that's full of clowns, the Democrat clowns headed into D.C.? Do you have that one? That one right there. There goes the clowns. There goes, and I've always wondered, how do you get all these clowns in this car to head to D.C.? It's a nice day in D.C., all the clowns. So I want to find, where is the head clown? You got the head clown?
Yeah.
There's the head clown, Chucky Schumer. Chucky the head clown Schumer. Okay, I understand Krusty, I did this for Krusty, Bozo, they're all upset. Schumer, they're clowns. And Donald Trump called them out, and they're upset because that's Chuck. Just every once in a while, if I say, send in the clown, that's him. Just send him right in so it cheer us up to see Chucky Schumer, our clown of the day. Our clown of the day, our clown of tomorrow, maybe the next day. Put that down. Hey, now, yesterday, the authorities to talk about the Russian hack, and we're going to get into this as soon as this break is over, they have to get John McCain and Lindsey Graham. And Lindsey's going to be shaken to his core. Now, do you have that picture, Cindy McCain? Put this up. That's the only thing John McCain and Lindsey Graham have in common. Just text me. I will explain. Take that back down. I'm already in trouble for that. Now, do you have cheese pizza Podesta? Here's cheese pizza Podesta. You know what he's doing there? He's giving the Russians the password so they can get in. Holy smokes, that's cheese pizza Podesta. He heard them call number 14. He said, 14 here. Oh, my password. Oh, my God. Oh. Put the picture up of Brennan and Clapper. Cole's on a roll today. I tell you what, I got to give it to. Look, there's Brennan and Clapper. You know what they're doing there? They're saying, hey, we have to get our story straight. We have to get together and see if we're going to tell the same thing. You know, we could get caught in a lie. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Murray County schools are also closed. Activities today, all activities follow the school. So if you're out there and you're wondering in North Georgia or anywhere, hey, do my kids have certain activities like after school practice, or if there is a game, if you have games, practice, or park and rec, activities follow school closings, just to let you know. So that way you know that. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Tomorrow is election day. Where is election day? Tomorrow's election day in the State Senate 54th District. We will be on that tomorrow, the State Senate 54th District. We're going to talk about that a little later in the show. We have a special election, Chuck Payne and Debbie Peppers. I want to talk about that a little bit. Let me see, the Golden Globes, like we really care. I already said that. Michigan and Ohio will enjoy jobs from Fiat Chrysler, an announcement there. It's Obama week at the theater. It'll be Obama. Everything will be Obama's greatest hits all week long. We'll talk about that. Trump care. Obama is going to let you know all week that Obamacare needed some serious changes. So they're going to lay out there in the media, the propaganda, the media is going to help him lay out there the changes that could be implemented that would actually make Obamacare something great and not have, you know, the media will go all week saying, if we made these changes, you don't have to repeal it. And they're going to start, Obama's going to put them out there, the changes that probably need made. The media is going to follow it up and ask Mitch McConnell and all of these people, the House of Representatives, about the changes. It'll be the Obamacare fear factor, okay? That will take place. He doesn't care if you even call it Trump care, as long as the American people don't lose their insurance. What about their doctor? He's absolutely convinced race relations are better. Let me see. I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk about. We're definitely going to talk about the. And Cole, I'll tell you the direction we're going to come back. We're definitely going to talk about the Russian hack, but Rick Santelli. There is a joy that you get every once in a while of watching Chuck Todd and especially Andrea Mitchell's head explode. Rick Santelli does that Sunday on Meet the Press. It was absolutely hilarious. You know, Andrea Mitchell looks at Rick Santelli. He says, you know, we've all been doing this. You know, we've been collecting data. And Andrea Mitchell's like, yes, we hack and collect information. They hack and collect information. It happens all the time, but they used theirs. They told people what they found. That's the difference. Nowhere will you hear anybody talk about the DNC and the corruption that was uncovered. That is now by the report that it's true. I'm your host, BKP. You want to send me a text message, 706-889-9700, or email me, chief@fetchernews.com. Who do you think will win tonight? Alabama or, was it Alabama or, oh, that's their name. Clemson. That's who they are. Clemson Tigers, is that who they are? And Alabama, what? Crimson Tide? All right, I'm catching on, folks. Yeah, I watch. I'll talk to you after this break, and we're going to talk about Rick Santelli. Cole, take us to break.